Hello students, in this video I am going to explain about abstract class and method overloading in abstract class. So for that, let's see an example first. Here I have taken an example which says describe abstract class called shape which has three subclasses: circle, area and triangle. Second is define one method, abstract method area, and override this area in all the three subclasses. That means in all the three subclass, triangle, circle and rectangle, we must have one method, that is area. So let's go step by step. The first step is describe abstract class called shape which has three subclass. So first of all, let's create an abstract class. To create an abstract class, we need to use keyword abstract. So abstract class shape. Next step is to create three subclass of this class. So class triangle extends shape. Second is class circle extends shape, and the third class is class rectangle extends shape. So I have created an abstract class and three subclasses of that class. Now second is define one method area in the abstract class and override this method in all the three subclasses. So let's define an abstract method in the abstract class. So here I will write abstract void area. This is an abstract method and I have to override this abstract method in all the three subclasses. So I will write that method here, that is public void area. Now I will write this method in all the three subclasses. So in a specific subclass, I need to write a formula to calculate area of that shape. So in the triangle subclass, I will write a formula to calculate area of triangle. So in the area method of triangle class, I will define integer base equals to 5 and height equals to 10, because area of triangle is 1/2 base into height. Now I will calculate area. Float area equals to base into height, and next I will print this area. So system dot out dot println area. Now I need to override this method in another class, that is circle. So in the area method of circle class, I will write the formula to calculate area of circle. So first of all, I will define pi and radius. So let's say integer radius equals to 10 and float pi equals to 3.14. Now area of circle is pi r square. So float area 2 equals to pi into r, and then print area of circle. Next comes rectangle class. So here I will write the formula to calculate area of rectangle. So let's define length and width. So integer length equals to 5 and breadth equals to 10. And formula is length into breadth, so L into B, and print this area. Okay, so up to this sentence we have created our program, that is we have created one abstract class, another 3 subclass which will inherit the abstract class, and one method called area which is overridden in all the 3 subclasses. Now how we can call this method? So for that we need to create an object of the particular class. So let's define another class, that is public class print area, and let's define main method in this class. Public static void main. Now here I will create object of all the 3 subclasses. So circle C1 equals to new circle, triangle T1 equals to new triangle, and rectangle R1 equals to new rectangle. So here I have created object of all the 3 subclasses. Now to call the method of that subclass, I will call them using object. So to call the circle method, I will call that using C1 dot area. For the triangle, T1 dot area, and for the rectangle, R1 dot area. Now I will save this program as the print area because it is my main method, and when I run the program I will get the desired output. Now let's run our program. So I will write Java C, name of my class, that is print area dot Java. It is compiled successfully, so let's run it. Java space print area. See, the area of all the 3 shapes are printed: circle, triangle and rectangle. So this is how we can create an abstract class and method overriding in an abstract class. Thank you. Example which I have explained in this video is uploaded on GitHub, and the link for the same is shared in the description box. If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe this channel. For any query, you can comment in the comment box or email me. Thank you.